Some signs of progress for salmon in our state. There are still far too many species still on the brink of extinction. It's estimated that 85% of the wild salmon population in the Northwest have already been lost. Duke Seafood, along with Damsel Sellers and Pat Monahan of the band Train, are working to save and restore our wild salmon populations through the Duke's Damsel on a Train Foundation. In fact, they have raised over $700,000. And joining us this morning is Duke Moskrip from Duke Seafood and Heather Anderson from Damsel Sellers. Good morning to you both.
Thank you.
So Heather, we'll start with you. Why is it important for you to get involved in this initiative?
Yeah, I grew up in the Pacific Northwest, and I've always loved the water, and I've loved the climate solutions that the Northwest has been a big fan of. And our family winery, Damsel Sellers, was approached by Dukes and Pat Monahan, who's a neighborhood friend of ours, and we were brought into this, and we all wanted to do a benefit wine, and it made sense to do it around salmon.
That's fantastic, and obviously because you serve fresh seafood at Dukes, it's important for you to be concerned about our population, right?
Absolutely. And you know, the thing is, excuse me, there used to be 16 million salmon that went up the Columbia River to spawn every year, and now there's only about 500,000. So the salmon are going extinct, and a lot of people don't realize that. They don't think that, but it hits me right here.
Oh, absolutely, and it also affects your business, which is huge. Now, did you both speak with salmon experts and kind of get an idea of what's going on, and what did you glean from those conversations?
Well, I've been working on restoring wild salmon for about 40 years, and so I've been with the fishermen, I've been with the scientists. We've spent an awful lot of time on this, and we've come up with an idea that's never been approach before, and that is to raise a lot of private capital, because the government doesn't have enough money to restore wild salmon, and we'd like to work with the government and all of the people who have done such a good job so far, but it isn't enough, and it's not fast enough. We're losing the salmon.
One thing that caught my eye is the artwork on the bottles, and we have a poster over here as well. Can you explain how that all came together?
Yes, so when we started working together in this collaboration, Pat Monahan, who is such a fan of salmon in the Pacific Northwest, said, what if we have a tattoo artist design our label? So we found a tattoo artist here locally. His name is Baron Von Phil, and he's in the University District, and he is fantastic at drawing salmon. We gave him our concept, and this is the artwork that he produced for us, which we just love.
That is fantastic. So where is the wine sold? Where are we going to find this?
You can find the wine at all 6 of Duke's Seafood locations, and we have 2 different wines that we're serving this year. We have a 2022 Cabernet Sauvignon from Candy Mountain and a 2024 Sauvignon Blanc from McNary Vineyard in the Horseheaven Hills.
And the foundation partnering with other organizations for restoration and culvert replacement and getting special water filters onto overpasses. Can you explain that for us?
Well, every tire that is on the road now has a chemical that goes into the storm sewers and then goes into Puget Sound or saltwater, and it kills coho salmon sometimes within minutes. And so we need to get rid of that chemical in these tires. And it's a huge job because we've got millions and millions of tires. So we need to figure out a way to filter that chemical, which they developed a way to do it. They're called rain boxes. And you filter that. And we need a lot of rain boxes, unfortunately, about 1,000. And they're very expensive. So we're also working on that to raise money. Get rid of this chemical.
And so all of the wine that is sold through this partnership is going directly towards salmon recovery? Is that safe to say?
Yes, salmon restoration and also these water filters. So we donate $4 for every bottle sold goes towards our beneficiaries.
That's a powerful thing. I mean, food and wine, obvious pairing there, but Pat Monahan, I mean, that's the interesting wild card in all of this. I mean, you guys are rock stars in your field. What's it like working with a rock star in this field?
Yeah, we've gotten to know Pat and his family pretty well over the last decade. We live in the same neighborhood, and our kids have grown up together. He has been very generous in providing all sorts of things to help us get started, both on the business side as well as he's donated a couple of concerts for us to help raise additional funds at events, which has been wonderful.
And that definitely helps. Duke Moscript from Dukes and Heather Anderson from Damsel Cellars, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And by the way, we have a lot more information on this project at fox13seattle.com, so head there and check it out. Okay.